we have. Well, it was meant to be kind of a duo act, but unfortunately, half of the duo has had to pull out. But we will make do because this person is a trooper anyway. Sam Serna is a Venezuelan migrant who has been in Australia for 10 years, a frustrated engineer who finally decided to pursue her passion for performing and comedy. She and Sunanda Sachatraku, who was supposed to be on the show tonight, but she couldn't make it, they performed Yes We Can at this year's Melbourne Fringe. Earlier this year, they were like part of the broadsheet artists to watch out for list.
Hello.
Hi, hello, Sam. I will also transform into you very quickly. There's a content warning here for sexual content and abortions, but it's comedy, so it'll be fun. All right, now I'll switch over and I will turn into you. There you are. Cool. All right. You ready, Sam?
Here I am.
Yay! Give it up for Sam.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Yes, so I am a stand-up comedian, and I was supposed to be here with my mate Sunanda. She couldn't make it, which is why we have a hybrid of us showing. And the whole reason why we called this show Yes We Can, it was to play with the idea of us not really looking like we sound, because Sunanda has like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle American accent, but she looks young, and she's Thai. She grew up in Thailand, but she's from Indian descent. And I look, how can I put this politely? Pasty as fuck? Is that, yeah? So yes, I look pasty, but I am actually Latino. And you know, a lot of people think I am Russian because I have really high cheekbones, and I am inside. But no, I am not Russian. I am Venezuelan. I wish I was Russian. And if you don't get that joke, it's because you're not Venezuelan. But I am so thankful to be here in Australia. It's been 10 beautiful years, and I love this country, mainly because it's not the shit show of a clusterfuck that my country is. But other than that, this is a great place to be. We are blessed. If you're a Melbourneian, I commend you. I am too. We survived one of the longest lockdowns in the world. But we have eradicated coronavirus, so prop to us. Having said all of that, I do have a tiny pet peeve, Australia. I hope you can forgive me. It's really small, and I'm gonna tell you about it now. The other day, I went to the Chatstone shopping center, and I don't know if you knew this, but it is actually the biggest shopping center in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, I don't know how strong your geography or historical knowledge is, but who exactly we have in the Southern Hemisphere? We have Southeast Asia, and we have Africa and Latin America. Not exactly paragons of progress, is it, Australia? Like, you know, bragging about the biggest shit in the Southern Hemisphere. It's a bit like the rich kid at school. Remember the rich kid that always had all the new toys? I was always bragging about his new computer or his new robot or his new watch or whatnot. Well, that's you, Australia. That's you bragging about the biggest shit in the Southern Hemisphere. And your classmates are a sweatshop worker, a child warrior in Africa, and a drug dealer in South America. Come on. I know you can do better. I know you can do better, Australia. Stop rubbing it in our faces, because it's not exactly like we have a lot of progress ahead of us. Come on. You know what? This subject gets me a bit worked up. So I'm just going to change it up to something a bit brighter, something uplifting. Let's talk about divorce. Yes. I recently divorced my high school sweetheart. Why did we divorce? Well, he hated it when I left my shoes by the door. I hated his face. He hated it when I came home late from work. I hated his personality as a whole. And, you know, after I got a divorce, I was basically in my mid-30s, pretty much dating for the first time, because before that, you know, we were in high school. It was not really dating. And while I was, you know, because I was lacking so much experience, I decided that I needed to build myself my very own carousel of cocks. And while I was building my carousel, I could not stop thinking about what my grandma said to me on my wedding day. She said, "It is not about the length. It is not about the girth. It is about the stiffness." Because grandma was very progressive and forward thinking, but she didn't know about Viagra. But the reason why I kept thinking about her words was because I am really, really short. I am like 1.5 meters. By the way, on a side note, if you could see me right now, I'll send you guys a picture because I am the exact distance for safe social distancing. So yeah, you will have to think about me whenever you're wondering if you're socially distanced correctly or not. But anywho, back to the cock. Yes, so I was worried because I'm really, really short. So what if it is too long or too girthy? Like, what if it doesn't fit? What am I gonna do then, you know? So I thought about this, I thought about it long and hard, and I came up with a concept called my thigh to his cock ratio. So if my thigh is as big as his cock and I go on top, I could end up impaling my own uterus. And if you don't know what a ratio of 1 is, well, you suck at math, but yeah, that's it. It's basically that his cock is bigger than my thigh. And if you don't know what impalement is, do not Google it. Trust me, it is horrible. You don't want this for yourself. So yes, I kept thinking about the thigh to cock ratio, and then it actually happened. I met this guy. We went on a couple of dates. There was a connection there. And you know, yada, yada, yada. He drops his pants and releases the beast. And, you know, my self-preservation instinct just kicked in. I just said it. I didn't even have to think about the words. I said, no anal. That's it. No anal. Then I started measuring. I crunched the numbers. And, you know, the results were in. We can only do missionary. And so we did. And let me tell you something. I knew I had a G-spot. My ex-husband could never reach it, but I knew it was there. But after that night, I am now convinced that I have a G, H, I, J, all the way to W, X, Y, Z, 0, 1, 2, 9, #, star, slash, all of the signs in the keyboard spots. Because that night, they were all reached. After that, almost transcendental experience, an awakening of sorts, I decided, you know what? Maybe I will die a martyr. I will be your cowgirl. I will go on top. And so I did. And, you know, we found out that my uterus is really, really strong. But we also found out about penile fractures.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And you know what? It was really, really sad because I really was hoping this man to be the father of all my abortions. You see how I did that? You didn't expect it, right? Yes, abortion. You'll be surprised to know that I am pro-life. My life. The life the little shit will ruin if I have it. And, you know, some people think abortions are like killing babies. When I read the news of this woman who drowned her 5 kids, I thought, that woman should have had an abortion for sure. I don't know if it's a baby number 3 or 2, but that bitch should have got an abortion, because that definitely is killing babies. And if you as a woman feel strongly about abortions, I just have, one question for you. Like, you don't have to have an abortion because I want one. If you drew a Venn diagram, with the circles, there is no intersection. There is no intersection. Please, if you want your baby, do not have an abortion. Do not. That would be super awkward and sad, But in one circle, it's you with your babies. In the other circle, with no intersection, it's me and people who kill babies. And if you as a man feel strongly about abortions, I just have one line for you. Stop impregnating people. That's it. If you don't want abortions, don't impregnate people. That's all you need to do, mate. But you know what? I do feel conflicted about abortion being strictly a women's issue, because it is 2020 and women can do anything. But getting pregnant, you need cum-cum to make baby. Last time we had a virgin birth, we crucified the baby, and we now name the year because of that. It was 20 years ago. That's how rare they are. And you know what? We crucified the baby. So I'm not advocating for virgin birth. It's not like you wake up suddenly pregnant. Well, maybe if the father is Bill Cosby. But yes, I think Bill Cosby should have been aborted. Let's have more abortions and less assholes. And I know that it sounds a bit rough, but that is a world I want to live in. I want to live in a world in which you come into the office on Monday and you ask Colin from accounting, hey, Colin, how was your weekend? It was great. I went to the beach. How about you? I had an abortion. And the world moves on. You are not sent to HR for sensitivity training. I want a world in which abortion is socially acceptable. I want to have baby showers because I do like babies. I don't eat babies. I like babies. I want baby showers, but I also want bye-bye baby parties. And the plus side is you don't need to bring a present because she can now afford whatever she wants. And you know what? I want the coffee club loyalty cards, the one where the 8th one is free. I want that, but for abortions. That's it. Let's change the world one abortion at a time. And next time somebody asks you about your weekend, just tell them I had an abortion and walk away. So that has been it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember to stay a distance of one Samantha Serna away. Keep safe, people. I love you all.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, especially, given the kind of last minute changes, you managed to hold your own pretty well there. Cool.
It's all right. Thank you so much.
Yay!